Welcome to AI Brief. This channel is about explaining artificial intelligence in a simple, calm, and practical way, without hype, fear, or complicated technical language. In this video, we're going to explain how AI quietly works during a normal office day, not through theory or buzzwords, but through situations most working professionals experience every day. By the end of this video, you'll clearly understand where AI is actually involved in your work and where it is not. Now, let's start with a normal weekday morning. You sit at your desk, open your laptop, and log in to work. There's nothing unusual about this moment. Coffee on the table, emails waiting, meetings scheduled for later in the day. Everything feels routine. But even before you read your first email, artificial intelligence has already started working. Your inbox is not random. Important emails are shown at the top, spam is pushed away, and promotional messages are filtered out. You didn't manually arrange this. AI systems quietly did it for you, based on patterns from past behavior. As you open your calendar, meeting times are already organized. Some meetings are suggested, others are marked as optional. The system has learned how you usually work, when you are most active, and how much time you typically spend on certain tasks. This is how AI usually enters our workday, not as a robot, not as a voice speaking to us, but as a silent assistant running in the background. There are no dramatic changes, no announcements, just small improvements that make work feel slightly smoother. At this early stage of the day, AI is not making decisions for you. It is not thinking. It is not understanding your goals. It is simply recognizing patterns, what matters, what doesn't, and what usually comes next, so that you can start your day with less mental load. After settling into the day, most of our time at work goes into communication. Emails arrive constantly, messages come from different teams, meetings need to be scheduled, rescheduled, or sometimes avoided altogether. This is where many people feel mentally drained before the real work even begins. This is also where AI quietly takes over some of the smallest but most repetitive tasks. When you open your inbox, spam emails are already filtered out. Important messages are highlighted. Some emails are grouped together because they talk about the same topic. This organization happens automatically based on patterns the system has learned over time. When you start replying, you may notice suggested responses, short confirmations, polite acknowledgements, or simple follow ups are often drafted for you. AI doesn't know what you want to say. It only predicts what people usually say in similar situations. Scheduling meetings works in a similar way. When you try to book a meeting, the calendar suggests available time slots. It avoids conflicts, considers working hours, and sometimes even recommends shorter meetings. These suggestions are based on previous behavior, not understanding. What matters here is this: AI is not deciding what is important, it is reducing friction. By handling repetitive communication tasks, AI frees up small pockets of mental energy. You spend less time sorting messages and more time focusing on actual work. The system does not understand urgency, emotions, or office politics. It simply matches patterns and offers convenience. This is why AI feels helpful, but not intelligent in a human sense. It doesn't replace communication, it smooths it. And when these small improvements add up across the day, work feels slightly lighter, not because AI is thinking for you, but because it is handling the background noise that doesn't need human attention. As the day progresses, meetings begin. Some are short check ins, others are long discussions filled with updates, ideas, and action items. For many people, meetings are necessary, but they also consume a large part of the workday. This is another area where AI quietly steps in. During meetings, AI powered tools can record conversations and convert spoken words into text. Instead of manually taking notes, summaries are generated automatically. Key points are highlighted. Action items are listed clearly, so nothing important is missed later. After the meeting ends, these summaries are shared with the participants. People can quickly review what was discussed, even if they joined late or missed the meeting entirely. This saves time and reduces misunderstandings. AI is also used to assist with reports and dashboards. Large amounts of data can be processed to create charts, trends, and summaries. Instead of reading through rows of numbers, employees see visual reports that make information easier to understand. AI looks for patterns, increases, decreases, and unusual changes, and presents them in a clear format. However, it's important to understand what AI is not doing here. It is not deciding what the data means for the business. It does not understand context, strategy, or consequences. A sudden spike in numbers may look important to the system, but only humans can explain why it happened and what should be done next. AI helps by organizing information and saving time. Humans still provided judgment. This balance is what makes AI useful in meetings and reporting. It removes the burden of documentation and preparation, allowing people to focus on discussion, decision making, and collaboration, the parts of work that still require human understanding. Beyond daily tasks and meetings, AI is also used in areas that feel more sensitive, like hiring and performance tracking. When a company receives hundreds or even thousands of resumes, AI systems are often used to sort them. These systems scan resumes for keywords, experience levels, and patterns that match the job description. This helps recruiters reduce the volume they need to review manually. Similarly, performance tools may track metrics like task completion, response times, or project progress. Dashboards summarize this information so managers can see trends over time. At this point, AI can feel powerful and sometimes uncomfortable, but it's important to understand the limits clearly. AI does not understand people. It does not know potential, effort, or personal growth. It does not see creativity, teamwork, or leadership unless those qualities are reduced to measurable signals. Because AI learns from historical data, it can also inherit biases. If past hiring decisions favored certain patterns, the system may unintentionally repeat them. This is why human oversight is essential. In well designed systems, AI does not make final decisions. It supports humans by narrowing options, highlighting patterns, and saving time. The responsibility for fairness, judgment, and accountability remains with people. This distinction matters. When AI is treated as a tool, it can improve efficiency. When it is treated as a decision maker, problems arise. AI lacks intent, ethics, and understanding, qualities that are necessary when decisions affect real people. Recognizing these limits helps organizations use AI more responsibly and helps employees understand that AI is not silently judging them as individuals. It is simply processing patterns, nothing more. As the workday comes to an end, most people shut down their laptops without thinking much about the systems that supported them throughout the day. Emails were organized, meetings were summarized, reports were generated, schedules stayed manageable. Much of this happened quietly without drawing attention. This is the true role of AI in the workplace. AI is not a thinker, it is not a decision maker. It does not understand goals, values, or consequences. What it does well is handle repetition, recognize patterns, and reduce small but constant mental effort. When used correctly, AI becomes a background tool like electricity or the internet. You don't notice it working, but you notice when it's gone. The future of work is not about humans competing with AI. It's about humans working with better tools. AI can process information faster than people, but humans provide judgment, creativity, and responsibility. AI can suggest patterns, but humans decide what those patterns mean. This balance is what keeps work both efficient and meaningful. Fear often comes from misunderstanding. When AI is presented as something mysterious or all powerful, it creates anxiety. When it is explained as a system built to assist, not replace, it becomes easier to trust and easier to use. As you think about your own workday, remember this: AI is already present, but it is not in control. It supports small tasks so people can focus on work that requires understanding, collaboration, and care. When seen this way, AI becomes less intimidating and more practical, simply another tool designed to help people do their jobs better.